In this video, we will take a look at how you can take data comparisons generated from Qualtrics and exported into a PowerPoint slide deck and put them into your final report. So here we have the report generated from Qualtrics, and this is the report that we have created that we've already filled in most of our general results for the OP survey study, and this is the first comparison that we need to add in. So exploring website by gender. So we'll take a look at our first question here. It gives us our cross tabulations presented as bar charts, and then we also have our mean comparisons, and then last it gives us our cross tabulations again here listed as a table. So if I were interested in really understanding the distributions of these answers, so how many women said not at all, slightly or moderately, and men, if I was really interested in kind of understanding the distributions across all of these answers, then using this table or these bar charts would make some sense. But because I'm really just interested in this comparison between males and females, I think the means do that best. So I think I am only going to use this and copy this one for our report. When you are copying a table like this, you do have to be careful how you copy it. So you can go ahead and copy it, and once you copy it, you'll take it back into this report. But you need to make sure if you just paste it in right here into this text box, it's going to come out like this, and that's not what you want. So instead you want to make sure you're kind of off the text box, and then you paste it, and then you can move it down like this so that you have the results. Again, what I would like to see is not just the numbers, but some narrative explanation, so you can add that in on your chart as well. So now if we look at these results, we can see for exploring the website, we first have our general results, and then we have our results by gender. Then we would also later need to go in and add in any comparisons for familiarity. But for now, we will go back then and look at our website. The next question results. So next we have our website comparisons, and we have female and we have male. And again, if you were really interested in these distributions, you could report those. I think that similar to the last question, I would just take these two tables and report the mean comparisons here between females and males. So we can look at again and see that engaging women had an average of 4, which would be very on the scale, versus men that only had 2. So you can include those two tables and provide kind of a narrative comparison for those differences. I do want to remind you that you can't always make mean comparisons. If you have nominal data or truly ordinal data, you will have to just use the crosstab charts like these. I'm going to show you an example. So this is a different study. In this study, they asked the question of age, but they didn't ask people just to fill in their actual age, 18, 19, 25. They asked them to select from ordinal categories. So because they did that, you cannot now calculate an average age. You can only indicate how many people fell in each category. Because if you try and take an average, the system is just going to read this as a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And so the averages that you get is average of 2.65, which is really meaningless for this age scale. So because you cannot calculate an average for this variable, that means that you cannot make comparisons by average. So let's say that you wanted to compare maybe ages among men males and females. So we'll take a look at that. So in this case here we can see age breakdown by male and female. So now we have male age 18 to 20 and female age 18 to 20. So you can make the comparisons this way. But if you look at averages, again comparing the average age of 2.7 to 2.5 doesn't really mean anything for average age. It's just too confusing. So you can look at these tables. So here we have males and females, and you can see that, for example, we had more males between age 18 to 20 than females. Here you had more females 21 to 23 than males. And so you can see these breakdowns, and you could report those as they made sense for your particular study. But in this case, like I said, you would have to be limited to doing these cross tabulations and not doing mean comparisons. So we like to do mean comparisons when we can because it really makes for simple, kind of a simple analysis. But we can only do that when we have variables that make sense to have averages. So I'm going to go back now into our OP survey report, and hopefully you have a sense of how you can fill the rest of this in by doing the analysis. And that's all I have for you for now. Thanks for watching.